I swear, a good meal is just all about the sauce. If you have a good sauce, you have a good meal. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another full week of eating. I know we're all super excited to get into the food, so I'm gonna make this disclaimer really quick. As always, this is just for a little bit of inspiration. You guys know I'm a student. I love quick and easy meals, but I also want them to be yummy and nourishing. This is also not everything that I eat. I don't always have my camera on me, so I don't always film. There's definitely little snacks sprinkled out throughout the week. With that being said, grab a beverage, grab a snack, grab a meal, and let's see what I ate last week. Good morning. So for breakfast, I think I'm gonna try and make like a carrot cake oatmeal. So I usually do oats, dates, cinnamon, water. I always just eyeball it. You can always thin it out later. I'm gonna grate up my carrot. I'm gonna add that all in. I'm also making a game time decision here because I really like raisins in my carrot cake, but I hate raisins in my oatmeal. I'm at kind of a crossroads if I want to put raisins in carrot cake oats. I'm gonna do it. I'm also gonna grind up some flax seeds and throw those in too. And I can just add my toppings. And you know what? I feel like slivered almonds would go well with this, so I'm gonna put a few of those on as well. It's more than a feeling. There's my breakfast. They're good. They're not as sweet as like a carrot cake, obviously, because they're oats. I feel like maybe you could add like a little bit more dates or maybe a little bit of maple syrup. Yeah, the maple syrup helped. I'm gonna go eat this and then I'll catch up with you guys probably after I went my coffee. Everyone's looking like they know what they're doing. Everyone's looking like they know what I'm pursuing. I'm trying not to give them the time of day. It's easier said than done. That guy. Alright, so it's a couple hours later, so I think I'm just going to head downstairs and make some lunch really quick. I have to leave for clinic in about 45 minutes, so I think I'm just going to heat up some of the leftover butternut squash soup that I have. I believe I made that in my last What I Eat in a Week, so I will link that. And then we got some fresh sourdough bread from the farmer's market, so I think I'm going to chop up some of that and probably make some crispy tempeh croutons. I'll show you the final product. I feel like this is slightly controversial, but I feel like the nubbin, like the little end of the bread, is the best part. So I've cut myself up a nice thick slice and I'm gonna pop that in the toaster, and then I'm also gonna have the little end piece to dip. Add my soup and add my croutons on top. And there we go. Ooh. And then I have my bread that I slightly over toasted, but I scraped off a little bit of it. Yeah, that is my lunch, plus the nubbin. Walking downtown and I'm okay. He's got it all figured out. It's what they all say, yeah. So I'm just on a little break at clinic, but I'm just going to have a quick snack of my brownies because I'm getting kind of hungry. Just gonna snack on those while I do a little bit more work, and then I will catch up with you guys when I get home for dinner. The brownies are pretty good. They're a little bit dry, so I'm gonna keep working on the recipe, and once it's perfected, I will have that up for you guys. Okay, so I'm back home from clinic and I'm quite hungry, so I'm gonna go and make some dinner. I'm debating between either having savory pancakes or fried rice. I feel like the pancakes will take me less time to make and I'm super hungry, so I think I'm just gonna go with that. Flour, butter, salt, garlic powder, some smoked paprika, some nutritional yeast, and a little bit of baking powder. And then I just add water until I get kind of a pancake batter consistency. Add in. I have have some red peppers that I roasted. And some of the zucchini that I cooked up today. Normally they don't stick as much, but today it was a little bit sticky. I'm gonna top it with some tahini, some kimchi, and an avocado. It's not the best avocado, but still decent. Alright, and that's dinner. Savory chickpea pancakes with avocado, kimchi, and tahini on top. Oh, so baby, can you love it? I really want that lullaby.
I'm worried about the way I've been living. I'm worried that you'll look at me different. I'm worried that this will all change. I'm worried about keeping you safe. I'm worried that I'm not.
Good morning. So it's Tuesday morning now. I just got to work and I brought my breakfast and my lunch with me because I'm going to be here all day. So for breakfast, I just brought a banana and some granola and some blueberries, and I'm just going to have that in a bowl while I'm here. And I also just brought a little bit of milk in a jar, so I'm going to top that off and that will be my breakfast.
You ain't gotta come to conclusions this early. Don't worry, baby, don't.
Okay, so I just got back from clinic, got home a little bit earlier than I thought, and I didn't get a chance to eat my lunch. So I'm probably just going to heat it up in a skillet. It's just a quinoa, squash, and kale salad. And then I have some tempeh on top. So I'll probably just warm that up and then just top it with some tahini. And a little bit of sauerkraut. And just top it off with a little bit of tahini. And there we have it. So now it's time for dinner, and I think I'm going to make up a big bowl of pasta for dinner with maybe a creamy cashew sauce, and I'm going to roast up some Brussel sprouts and some broccoli. I'm gonna go and chop up my veggies, get those roasting, and then I'll show you how I make my cashew sauce. And I think while I have the oven on, I'm just going to throw in a little bit of tofu as well to go on top. Balsamic vinegar, olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper. And then for the sauce, I have a cup of soaked cashews, some garlic powder, salt, some apple cider vinegar, and some nutritional yeast, and then just water to thin it out. I'm just gonna blend that really quick. Okay, I think I may have added a little bit too much water, but it tends to thicken up in the fridge. Plus, if we cook it down, it'll thicken up with that too. And then I'm just gonna cook up some of this chickpea pasta that I have.
You're simply wonderful. All that you are.
Super excited. Wow, it's really good. I'm gonna go eat this and then I will catch up with you guys later. I'll probably have something for dessert after this, so. Alright, it's been a while since I finished it, but I want a little snack, a little dessert before I go to bed, so I think I'm going to have a couple of these little peanut butter brownies that I made up the other day. Good morning, guys. So I just went on a walk this morning and it was freezing out, so I think I want to make something warm and hearty for breakfast. So I think I'm going to make, I have a leftover half of a sweet potato, so I think I'm going to make sweet potato oats. Cinnamon, a little bit of salt, dates, and some water. coconut and a little bit of tahini on top as well. Alright, breakfast is done. So excited. They smell so good. That's really good. I'm always nervous to try new oatmeal recipes because I love my OGs so much, but yeah, that's good. I will put the recipe either down below, or if I end up posting it on my Instagram, then I'll put the link to that down below as well. And yeah, I'm gonna go eat these and then I will see you guys at lunch or coffee, probably coffee. Okay, so I'm just on my clinic shift right now, but I have a little break, so I'm going to eat lunch really quick. So I basically just brought the leftovers that I made yesterday. So I have my pasta, the roasted vegetables, some of the kale, and then the rest of the butternut squash. And I also made like a little mustard tahini dressing to go with it, but it's basically just mustard, a little bit of maple syrup, some tahini, and some spices. I'll leave the recipe for that down below as well. I'm going to top that off, and that will be my lunch. I swear, a good meal is just all about the sauce. If you have a good sauce, you have a good meal. I have some cooked lentils, so I might just kind of saute those up in some garlic, onion, herbs, some tomatoes and stuff like that, and have it with some rice and some roasted vegetables. I'm just gonna roast up my vegetables the same way I always do, with a little bit of olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and salt and pepper. And of course, a nice drizzle of tahini. So there, I've got my dinner, I've got my veggies, my lentils, and my rice, and then of course I topped it off with some sauerkraut and some tahini, because tahini just makes everything better. I have yet to have a meal that putting tahini on top does not make it better. I have yet to be challenged on that. So yeah, I'm going to go and eat this. I'll catch up with you guys later. Smooth and sweet. All right, good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. No, it's Thursday. I feel like my oatmeal game has been really good this week, so I think I'm just gonna continue on that. And now that we're into November, I feel like I have free range with the Christmas flavors. Yeah, I'm gonna do some gingerbread oats with some apples on top. Let's start with stewing up the apples, because those will probably take the longest, and then I'll show you how I make the oats. Add my apples to my saucepan, a little bit of cinnamon, pinch of salt. And you guys know the drill. Oats, dates, cinnamon, very important, salt. And then I'm going to add a little bit of nutmeg, some ginger, and then some molasses. I should probably measure this. You have to be a little bit careful with the molasses because it's very strong, so you don't want to put too much. I'm going to start with a teaspoon and a half and then see if I need to add more later. And then just add water and blend. Go and cook that up. Just gonna add the flax seeds. I'm gonna add on top some of the stewed apples. I think I'm also going to do some slivered almonds as well. And of course, some tahini on top as well. Breakfast is done and I'm super excited. I love gingerbread flavored anything, and now that it's November, I'm like full speed ahead to Christmas, so I am going to be doing a lot of Christmas themed recipes that I'm super excited for. So I'm gonna go enjoy this, and I will catch up with you guys later for when I make my iced coffee.
And I start to question everything. Like what? Like when you kiss me on the cheek, what does it mean? Baby, step beside Seinfeld in the 90s. Now I'm looking like Kramer and my Nikes. Yeah, with the heart attack, but you don't attack.
I just let my eggplant cool down a little bit. So now I'm going to scoop it out and strain off the excess water. And now we're just gonna add everything to the blender. The full recipe for this is on my Instagram page, so I will link to that down below. As I'm making this, I'm realizing I don't have parsley. I don't even know if we have dried parsley. I'm gonna go look. Okay, so we do have dried parsley, so I'm just gonna use like half a teaspoon of that instead of the tablespoon of fresh parsley, and hopefully it's okay.
A generation saying that's so raven, please be.
So for lunch, I think I'm just going to toast up some bread and probably have one piece with the baba ganoush and probably one piece with some avocado. And I also have a little bit of tempeh, so I think I'm going to fry some of that up and have that on top as well. I picked up some balsamic glaze, so I'm super excited to try this because I feel like I've been seeing so many people putting balsamic glaze on their avocado toast and it looks so good. Okay, I don't know about this avocado. It feels really, really soft. I don't know. It looks okay, but it's super, super soft. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna put the baba ganoush on the other side, and I'm just gonna top it off with my tempeh and a little bit of the balsamic glaze. And that is kind of a very late lunch, but I'm super excited. Yeah, that the balsamic glaze, that's gonna be an addiction. So I think for dinner, I'm just going to use up some of the leftover rice that I have from yesterday and make like a fried rice with broccoli and some tofu as well. And just top it with kimchi and some tahini.
Even when you left town again, through hell and back again, and you're never too serious. They think that you sleep too much, but they don't know you like I do. Wanna sit here and talk with you, as if nothing else mattered.
Alright, so that's going to be my dinner. I've got my fried rice, my extra veggies on top, and then I just topped it off with a little bit more tahini, of course, and I'm probably just gonna add some more as I eat. Get that good tahini to meal ratio. And I also topped it off with a little bit of kimchi and some cilantro. I'm gonna go enjoy this, and I'll catch up with you guys if like I have a snack later.
Girls chasing after you.
Alright, good morning guys. It is Friday and I just have to leave in a little bit for work. Probably just make up like some peanut butter and banana toast really quick for breakfast before we leave, and I will catch up with you guys for lunch. So I'm just on my lunch break now. I just went out for a quick walk, but I'm just going to eat my lunch really quick. I just packed a sandwich that I made this morning, so I can insert a couple clips of what I put in it, but it's basically just some honey mustard, the baba ganoush, tempeh, sprouts, and spinach. And then I have extra baba ganoush to like dip my sandwich in. Oh, the other thing I put on this was the balsamic glaze. I feel like that's gonna become like an addiction. All right, so I'm back from work and I'm quite hungry. For dinner, I'm just gonna make some pasta. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get rid of in my fridge. I'm gonna try and use up the cashew sauce that I made earlier this week. Also, yesterday I opened like a big block of tofu and had about a quarter of it, and I had like 3/4 of a big block in the fridge. So now I have like 2 big blocks of tofu that I need to use up. So I'm obviously not gonna eat all of that, but I'm going to eat some of it. So I'm probably just gonna crumble up some of the tofu, have it with some mushrooms. I've got some broccoli cooking in the oven right now, and then I'm just going to make up some spaghetti. And yeah, I think that's going to be dinner. That sounds really good. Here is the final product of my dinner, and I'm just gonna top it off, of course, with some of the balsamic glaze. All right, I'm going to go and eat this because it looks super delicious. Thank you guys so much for watching. So make sure to like if you enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new so you can come hang out with me every week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
That guy,